Hello StatsBloke and welcome to this first episode of Foghorn Express for 0810. You may remember that I have introduced this Express format for getting you quick and dirty news. It's not as polished as my main Foghorns, but it'll do. So let's, without further ado, get on to the first topic. And the first topic up is compensation. So Wargaming, when they introduced 0810, had some issues with Sansonetti and his range skill. There was some issues with all ships on the team, I think it was, experiencing some range issues when the skill is activated for one player. And so obviously they had to fix that. And to compensate for any inconvenience caused, particularly on the NA and CIS servers where this issue went on for a bit longer than the other servers. So you can get one Resolute and Rapid container, which will contain one element of the collection, which will help you out a little bit out getting Sansonetti if you don't have him already. You can go along to the article that I'll put all the links for everything in this episode in the link in the description below. I'll put each server region as well, so make sure you find the one for your server region. So just go and click the button and you will get a compensatory crate. Okay, the next topic up is server transfer. So this was originally offered to Indian players. Wargaming re-released World of Warships in India, and the server transfers they did into the EU server were pretty successful. They figured out that actually you get better ping from India to EU than you do to the C server, so they transferred a lot of people over to EU voluntarily, and that went very well. So they're now offering that to 3 servers, to NA, EU and to C, not to CIS. So if you play on NA, EU and C and you want to move to a different server region permanently, then you can do that. Applications are already open. You can just go onto the website for your region. Again, the link will be in the description. Go onto your home region's website, log in, and you can find out the details there. Obviously, you can read all the details before you actually commit to doing anything. Applications are already open, and applications will close on the 10th of December, so you've got a little bit of time to think about it. Most stuff goes with your account. Obviously, if you're something like a clan commander, then you're going to have to think very carefully about what you're going to do. But the FAQs are all there. It explains it in quite a lot of detail, like what happens if. So go and read it, go and think about it. But if you've moved house to a different country, or you've got friends that you've made since you started playing and you want to move to a different region, this is the perfect opportunity to do that. Next up is the Ring Commanders. So there is, in his finery, Mr. Jingles there, and also ComRichard, who is a CIS CC for the Russian language audience, has been. They both won the Ring competition for their languages, and so you can now get Jingles and ComRichard in the game, and they come with their own voice pack, and they are free. So all you have to do is, again, go to the article on the news website, which I'll link in the description, press the button, and you will get one 10,000 base XP mission for each commander. Once you've completed the mission, the commanders will be delivered to your port with 3 points. Jingles is restricted to the Brits, and then ComRichard is restricted to the Russian ships. And they come with a voice pack, and so if you've got National Plus set as your voice language in your settings, in your audio settings, then you will hear people who have Jingles and ComRichard on their ships, and of course if you've got them on there as well. The other thing you can do, once you get them, is you can set your global language to either Jingles or ComRichard, and so you can have everyone talking like Jingles if you really want to do that, which is quite a nice little touch. Finally, Twitch Prime Loot. So this is a scheme that was really meant for new players to entice them into the game if they already have Amazon Prime and therefore Twitch Prime, because if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime as part of the package. Don't forget that as part of Twitch Prime, you get a free Prime subscription to any channel once a month, which is worth about $5. So make sure you go and use your Prime subscription with your favourite Twitch streamers, because it's free to you and it makes them a little bit of money. But at the moment, you can get this Twitch Prime Loot offer, which is separate. And it's not just for new players. If you're an existing player and you have Amazon Prime and therefore Twitch Prime, you can also take advantage of this offer. All you have to do, again, is go to the news article that I'll put the link in the description, click on the button and follow the instructions. It's a little bit long-winded, but you click, and you'll get there. And if you do this, you will eventually get 5 Yamamoto collection containers. You will get a St. Louis Tier 3 Tech Tree American Cruiser, and you will get 1,000 doubloons, which is actually worth, a few dollars, a few pounds, a few euros. So it's well worth doing, actually. I found when I did it, I had to wait a few hours, and most people have said they had to wait anything from an hour up to several hours. So make sure you're patient. Just, click the buttons, play a few games, and eventually the stuff will arrive. If you've already linked your accounts for Twitch drops, your Twitch account and your Wargaming account, you will still need to go and do this. It won't arrive automatically. So again, I'll put the links down in the description. Wow, that went terribly wrong. This is all for this episode of Foghorn Express. As you can see, it is a bit rough and ready. You can find me on twitch.tv/StatsBloke if you'd like to watch me every Friday evening and sometimes on Saturdays as well. So please do go and drop me a follow. You can also find me if you'd like to support me on patreon.com/StatsBloke, where people keep my biscuit cupboard and my tea bags stocked up. And if you're a brand new player or you have a friend who's a brand new player, you can also find everything you need to play the game at warships.net/StatsBloke. I will catch you again very soon.